Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Mill Stuff channel. Today we were going to talk about the Stryker, an armored combat vehicle of the U.S. Army. Stryker is a family of 8-wheel drive combat vehicles built for the U.S. Army by General Dynamics Land Systems Canada and the General Dynamics Land Systems Division USA. Stryker is based on the GDLS Canada LAV III 8x8 light armored vehicle, in service since early 2001. The LAV III is itself a version of the Piranha III built by Mowag of Switzerland, now part of GDLS, Europe. The 8-wheeled Stryker armored combat vehicle is the first new military vehicle to enter service into the U.S. Army since the Abrams tank in the 1980s. Fabrication and final assembly of the vehicles were shared among plants at Anniston, Alabama, Lima, Ohio, and London. The Stryker Brigade Combat Team, SBCT, combines the capacity for rapid deployment with survivability and tactical mobility. The Stryker armored combat vehicle enables the team to maneuver in close and urban terrain, provide protection in open terrain, and transport infantry quickly to critical battlefield positions. The contract for the U.S. Army's Interim Armored Vehicle, or EAV, was awarded in November 2000. The vehicles form the basis of 6 brigade combat teams. The contract requirement covers the supply of 2,131 vehicles. Deliveries of Stryker infantry carriers began in April 2002. A 7th SBCT has subsequently been planned and the requirement raised to 2,691. Initial operational tests and evaluation began in May 2003 with the Arrowhead Lightning II exercise. Since 2003, the vehicles have undergone more than 6 million miles in service through 2 operational Iraqi freedom rotations, demonstrating a combined fleet operational readiness rate of 96%. In November 2003, the Stryker armored combat vehicle entered operational service with the U.S. Army, with the 1st Stryker SBCT, 3rd Brigade, 2nd Infantry Division, following its deployment to Iraq. During March 2009, the Stryker Medical Evacuation Vehicle, MEV, the new ambulance variant, was deployed by the U.S. Army. According to an Army transformation strategy, 30 MEV were delivered to the 3rd Infantry Division's 3rd Heavy Brigade Combat Team to be deployed in the Middle East. The vehicle was on display at the Garfield Circle, Washington, D.C., on March 23 to 24, 2009. In July 2009, the U.S. Army TACOM awarded a contract worth $55.2 million to General Dynamics Land Systems to reset 330 Stryker infantry combat vehicles. Under this contract, the Stryker vehicles returning from Operation Iraqi Freedom will be serviced, repaired and modified, returning them to a like-new condition before further deployment. In October 2009, the U.S. Army TACOM signed a contract worth $647 million with General Dynamics Land Systems for the supply of 352 Stryker vehicles. U.S. Army TACOM ordered 450 DVH Stryker vehicles in July 2010. More than 300 vehicles were delivered by October 2011. In October 2011, General Dynamics Land Systems was awarded a $243 million contract by U.S. Army TACOM to supply 115 DVH Stryker vehicles by September 2012. Additional 177 DVH Stryker vehicles were also ordered under a $367 million contract placed in the same month of 2011. Stryker variants include the M1126 Infantry Carrier Vehicle, ICV, and the M1128 Mobile Gun System, MGS. There are 8 configurations of the ICV, including the M1135 Nuclear, Biological, Chemical Reconnaissance Vehicle NBCRV, M1134 Anti-Tank Guided Missile ATGM, M1133 Medical Evacuation Vehicle MEV, M1129 Mortar Carrier MC, M1132 Engineer Squad Vehicle ESV, M1130 Command Vehicle CV, M1131 Fire Support Vehicle FSVO and the M1127 Reconnaissance Vehicle RV. The reconnaissance vehicle is fitted with the Raytheon Long Range Advanced Scout Surveillance System, LRAS-3. The system includes a second-generation horizontal technology initiative, HTI, thermal imager, day-TV and eye-safe laser rangefinder. The U.S. Army is to enhance the system by lengthening the sensor mast to 10 meters, increasing the range to 10 kilometers. The Mortar Carrier, MCVB, entered service in August 2005. The MCVB's 120mm mortar is mounted inside the vehicle and fires through doors that swing open at the top of the vehicle. As well as the mounted mortar, the vehicle carries a second mortar which has to be unloaded before firing. The vehicle has a digital fire control system and a crew of 5. The first of 17 liters RIP nuclear, biological, chemical reconnaissance vehicle variants was delivered in December 2005. The system can collect and automatically integrate contamination information with vehicle navigation and meteorological sensor data and then transmit digital warning messages to other forces. The U.S. Army placed a contract for 33 medical evacuation vehicles in September 2007. It can accommodate up to 6 patients and a medical team. The Stryker is a full-time 4-wheel drive, selectively 8-wheel drive, armored vehicle weighing approximately 19 t. The vehicle can attain speeds of 62 miles per hour on metalled roads, and has a maximum range of 312 miles. The basic infantry carrier vehicle provides armored protection for the 2-man crew and a squad of 9 infantry soldiers. The basic hard steel armor is augmented by applique panels of lightweight ceramic composite armor produced by a team led by IBD Diaz and Roth Engineering of Germany. The armor provides integral all-round 14.5mm protection against machine gun rounds, mortar and artillery fragments. In Iraq, in January 2004, Stryker vehicles were outfitted with a cage of slat armor, which encircles the vehicle about 18 inches from the main body, as protection against rocket-propelled grenades, RPGs. In March 2005, United Defense, now BAE Systems Land and Armaments, was awarded a contract to provide 289 full vehicle add-on reactive armor kits for the Stryker. The U.S. Army awarded a $30 million contract in July 2010 to General Dynamics Land Systems or GDLS, for the production of a dual V-shaped hull for the Stryker infantry combat vehicle to be completed by February 2012. In June 2018, the U.S. Army awarded a contract modification worth $258 million to GDLS to conduct the upgrade of 116 Stryker vehicles to the A1 configuration. The company won a $383 million contract modification to upgrade 173 additional vehicles. The ICV has a Protector remote weapon station, from Kongsberg Protec of Norway, with a universal soft mount cradle, which can mount either a 0.50 caliber M2 machine gun, Mk 1940mm grenade launcher or Mk 247.62mm machine gun. It is also armed with 4 M6 smoke grenade launchers. The map shows the position of all vehicles on the battlefield, and the commander can mark the position of enemy forces on the map, which can then be seen by other commanders. The Tactical Internet includes the Raytheon and TSQ-158 Enhanced Position Location Reporting System. The Stryker driver has 3 M17 periscopes and a DRS Technologies Anvis 5 driver's vision enhancer. The vehicle commander has 7 M45 periscopes and a thermal imager display with video camera. 8 pre-production Stryker mobile gun systems were delivered to the U.S. Army between July 2002 and March 2003. Low-rate initial production of 72 additional mobile gun variants went underway at the General Dynamics Anniston facility. The first was delivered in December 2005. The MGS entered service with the U.S. Army in May 2007, with the first operational deployment to Iraq with the 4th Brigade, 2nd Division. By November 2007, 3 Stryker brigades had received the MGS. A production contract for 62 vehicles was placed in August 2008. Stryker MGS was selected by the Canadian Army, which planned to acquire 66 systems to replace Leopard 1 tanks. However, it was decided to acquire surplus Leopard 2 tanks instead. The Stryker mobile gun system variant consists of the basic vehicle with a General Dynamics Land Systems fully stabilized shoot-on-the-move low-profile turret. The turret is armed with an M68A1E4 105mm cannon with muzzle brake and an M2 0.50 caliber commander's machine gun. The Stryker mobile gun system can fire 18 rounds of 105mm main gun ammunition, 400 rounds of 0.50 caliber ammunition, and 3,400 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. Curtiss-Wright Course Vista Control supplies the fully automated ammunition loading and replenishing system. 2 M6 smoke grenade launchers are also fitted. Stryker can be transported on the ground using trucks or by air on C-17, C-5, and C-130 aircraft. The C-5 and C-17 aircraft can carry 7 and 4 Strykers respectively. The C-130H can fly safely carrying a maximum 38,000 pounds load for up to 1,000 nanometers. The Stryker's weight, 36,240 pounds, and size are within the payload limit of the C-130H. The C-130 can operate from smaller airfields in more remote locations. All configurations of the Stryker can disembark from the C-130 in combat-ready status.